Cottonwood Heights, Utah, looks exactly like the kind of place where nothing goes wrong. Million-dollar homes, quiet streets, and families living out a predictable American dream. Matthew Johnson fit that picture. He was a 51-year-old father of three and a respected member of the Utah National Guard's 19th Special Forces Group. As a Green Beret, he had served for over a decade in an elite unit trained for the military's most difficult missions. On September 28, 2024, his wife, Jennifer Gladhill, called the police to report him missing. She claimed he had told her he'd be gone for a week and instructed her not to contact him. While his fellow soldiers launched search parties across the state, Jennifer waited at home. That missing person narrative lasted exactly 6 days. A man walked into a local police station and revealed he had been carrying on an intense affair with Jennifer. He brought along audio recordings of their recent phone calls. On those tapes, Jennifer described shooting her sleeping husband in the head. She asked her lover not to think of her as a monster, explaining he wasn't a person anymore. He wasn't Matt. She even compared herself to the Queen of Hearts, saying she'd like to round up the scum of the earth and, quote, off with their heads. Investigators now had a cold-blooded confession on tape, but they didn't have a body. When they walked into the family's master bedroom, it reeked of industrial bleach. With the house scrubbed clean, the physical proof of the crime existed only in the traces Jennifer thought she had erased. When Cottonwood Heights police executed a search warrant on the Gledhill home, they found a pristine environment. The walls had been scrubbed and the smell of heavy cleaning supplies hung thick in the air. But you cannot scrub away everything. Technicians located reddish-brown spots scattered across the bedroom walls and the window blinds. When they pulled back the bed frame, they uncovered a massive bloodstain soaked deep into the carpet underneath. This matched the audio tape. Jennifer had told her lover that she shot Matthew in their bed, requiring a massive cleanup operation that included disposing of the ruined mattress. Investigators cross-referenced the estimated date of the murder with Jennifer's digital receipts. 3 days after Matthew was killed on September 21st, Jennifer placed an online order for a brand new mattress, which was delivered straight to the house 2 days later. Digital map data from Jennifer's phone matched her recorded claim. After loading Matthew's body into a storage container and abandoning his truck around 6 a.m., the data tracked her driving north toward Davis County, the exact location she claimed to have dug a shallow grave. Every lie Jennifer told investigators was contradicted by her own phone. Her whispered, private confession was now backed by undeniable physical data. The cover-up required help. A month after Jennifer's arrest, police detained her 71-year-old father, Thomas, and her 67-year-old mother, Rosalie. They were charged with obstruction of justice, a crime committed when someone hides evidence or interferes with a police investigation. The parents initially claimed they had only briefly visited the house. Investigators quickly found out they had actually spent over 5 hours at the active crime scene. It was Rosalie who purchased the replacement mattress, and she even had her cell phone remotely wiped to erase her location data during the cleanup window. When police searched the parents' home, they found a plastic tote sitting near Jennifer's childhood bedroom. Tucked inside, wrapped in a child's onesie, was the empty box for a Glock 19X. This matched the exact 9mm handgun Jennifer had shown her lover just 2 days before the murder. To understand why Jennifer executed this plan, investigators looked at the couple's legal history. In August 2024, Jennifer had filed for a temporary protective order against Matthew, claiming she feared for her safety. On September 16th, a 3rd District Commissioner dismissed the order. He reviewed the couple's texts and noted that Jennifer's messages were repeatedly berating, belittling, and actively attempting to goad Matthew into a violent response. He ruled that while the marriage was highly dysfunctional, no abuse had occurred. 5 days after that ruling, Matthew was dead. Rather than go through a divorce that would involve shared custody and financial splitting, Jennifer chose a brutal alternative. Murder left her as the sole beneficiary of Matthew's $500,000 life insurance policy. Jennifer Gledhill has pleaded not guilty to all charges and currently sits in the Salt Lake County Jail awaiting trial in December 2025. A judge denied her request for bail after prosecutors revealed she had told her lover she would shoot herself before ever going to prison. The state has built a watertight case against her and her parents, but inside that meticulous file is an agonizing void. Matthew Johnson's body has still not been found. For months, over 70 volunteers and Matthew's own military friends have been scouring the rugged terrain of northern Utah. They've mounted searches stretching across multiple counties, from the edge of the Great Salt Lake all the way up to the Idaho border. They recently made a grim discovery. Searchers found the vehicle storage container floating in a body of water, and tests confirmed it contained Matthew's blood. It matched Jennifer's confession about how she moved him, but it brought them no closer to the man himself. While the search continues, 3 young children are left behind. They have been effectively orphaned overnight, losing their father to a bullet and their mother to a prison cell.
Digital forensics and data trails can track a killer's cell phone, recover deleted receipts, and reconstruct the mechanics of a betrayal. But they are powerless to tell a grieving family where their father is buried, or to fix the lives of children whose parents were taken by a mother's pursuit of a perfect murder.